What is up, my fellow Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do, and Eagle Fang students alike? In this video, I wanted to touch on something that's been asked to me quite a lot, and I've seen a bunch of other people talk about this as well. I just wanted to sort of chime in and give my 2 cents. And that is, will Shawn join Cobra Kai? Now, this is the guy that was in juvie and Robby had a bit of beef with. And I would say yes. It absolutely, just to cut to the chase, it absolutely 100% makes sense. And it makes sense when you look at it from the perspective that Cobra Kai has just lost Hawk, and Hawk has been besides Miguel, he's their main hitter since season 1, right? That's a big loss for them. Now, I've said this before, what will Shawn joining Cobra Kai mean for Miyagi-Do? Well, you're going to need an opponent who's going to go up against him who is as relentless as he is. And I feel like Hawk versus Kyler, Hawk would mop the floor with him. There's no tension there. I feel like Kyler is a good opponent for Dimitri to go against and is a good test of Dimitri's skills. Hawk, however, needs someone a bit more aggressive, a bit more of a threat. And lest we not, without training, Shawn gave Robby quite a hard time in those fight scenes. So, you know, you can argue whether he had the numbers or whatever, it's irrelevant. He still gave Robby a hard time. Obviously, in a tournament setting or a dojo setting, Robby would mop the floor with him. Especially the Cobra Kai version of Robby. However, or full strength Robby, Miyagi-Do or Cobra Kai, either or, full strength Robby would destroy him. However, I think a good opponent for Shawn for the All Valley would be Hawk. I think this would be an absolutely perfect opponent. I can see it happening. I just see it working. And I'd be happy for the actor to come back as well. I mean, just in the scenes that he was in alone, did a great job. Great job. And it looked as if that once Robby and him kind of had their spat, there was a mutual respect formed between them. And he's like, how come you didn't talk? I'm not no snitch. Me neither. It's like, it's a respect there that's formed by beating the other person up or, you know, showing them that you're not a pushover. And I feel like where Robby went right this season is if he waited for them to attack him and fought back, there would be no respect there. But because he took the fight to Shawn and his buddies, he took the fight straight to them, he booted Shawn right in the face, the respect started to build from there. And the fact that Robby just went to town on pretty much all of them. And, you know, comparing the heights of the actors, Tanner's smaller than the other guy. And, you know, Robby was just using his body just as like a sort of bulldozer. He was backing into Shawn, into the wall. He was using the wall around him to do like these kicks and stuff. It was great. It was really, really well done. And I'd be excited to see what Shawn would bring to Cobra Kai, because he is as aggressive as what a Cobra Kai would be. He's got the mentality of a Cobra Kai. And let's be real here, with training, he could be one of the best fighters in the tournament. So him joining Cobra Kai makes sense to me because, yes, Kyler is a good fighter, but he's not a great fighter. You know, he's a good fighter. Tory is a great fighter, but she'll be busy with Sam. Robby is a great fighter, but he'll probably be busy with Miguel. So that leaves Hawk, in my opinion. That leaves Hawk free to have a real match with a guy that could go toe-to-toe with him. And I would love this fight. I think it would be awesome. I know that we know that Hawk is relentless and he's aggressive, but so is Shawn. So it would be interesting just having these two just duke it out in the tournament. I think it would be a great way for this to go. And Shawn is a very good character. I really feel like we could learn a lot about him. I feel like there's a lot of potential there. And I feel like there was definitely a respect formed between him and Robby in that one moment. And I feel like that little smile that Robby has at the end, after they talk about, you know, the not snitching thing, it just gives me vibes that Terry Silver's going to come in. Robby's going to say, well, look, if we need extra manpower, I know a guy. And then that's where Terry and Kreese go, well, who is it you're talking about? The guy I was with in juvie? And they look and they're like, And then they bring Shawn into Cobra Kai. And then you have Tory, Robby, Kyler, and Shawn as the main four. Because the other guys are decent fighters, innit? But they're background, they're cannon fodder. These four fighters could be very decent. Now, I know Kyler against a full-strength Miguel is going to get his ass handed to him. I know. I'm talking in the context of there's levels to this. where I would rank Kyler is not where Miguel and Robby or Sam and Tory are. It's not where Hawk is at all. It's literally just around the Dimitri level. And if I'm being honest, I think Dimitri could take him. But I feel like he would be a good opponent for Dimitri to face. And after Kyler started drawing on his cast, I feel like it only makes sense to me. But on the topic of Shawn, he would be relentless. You know, I mean, we got to put things into perspective here. If this guy trained up, he could be a bulldozer. He would tear half of Miyagi-Do apart. You know, it's... People like Chris and Mitch, I think they would be done in seconds. Bert and Nate, he'd use them as like Christmas tree decorations. You know, it's something where Cobra Kai needs a brute force strength kind of guy. A bit like Hawk. Now, I know Hawk is smaller than Shawn, but Hawk is aggressive. He's ruthless. You know, we saw what he did to Kyler's friend. He beat the living daylights out of him, regardless of how big Kyler's friend was or not. So I feel like this will be a great opponent for him in the All Valley, and I think it would be a very good addition to Cobra Kai. Now, obviously, Robby will have his own arc, and eventually, you know, he'll redeem. Whether that's this season or next season, I don't know. But eventually, he will redeem, and, you know, as I said in my Anakin comparison video, eventually he'll come home. Eventually. But right now, he's got to go through this, he's got to do all this, and I think recruiting Shawn into Cobra Kai is it's best for business, and I think Kreese and Silver will be bang on board with it. You know, they'll be right on, they'll be bang on. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. You know, I really like the character. I thought for what screen time he has presence. You know, when he's on screen, you're paying attention. When him and Robby are duking it out, there's chemistry there. Not just in the way they're fighting each other, but they complement each other so well in the scenes that I could actually buy these two being a deadly duo. You know, I could really buy it. And Shawn would just blend so well with Kyler, Robby, and Tory and that little unit that they've got there as the new Cobra Kai. You know, I got a video lined up for that. But yeah, I'm excited to see the prospect of Shawn joining Cobra Kai. I think it's definitely got to happen. I mean, you know, I'd be shocked if it doesn't happen. I'd be really surprised. I think they definitely set him up in the kind of vein where Robby has an ally, and an ally formed through respect. A bit like how Kreese has formed respect with other people by going to town on them. It's that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Shawn will bring next season. Really hope he's a part of it. Again, this is all just theory. This isn't confirmation of anything. But this is just me theorizing. And when I bring theories to you guys, in my live stream the last time, I saw a theory going around that Terry Silver is Bert or is Nate's dad or something, or Bert's dad. Is Bert's dad, yeah? And I said, where on earth are these coming from? Like, if Terry Silver shows up and he's like, "You're right, son," while looking at Bert, then I go, you know what? I hold my hands up. I was wrong. He's Bert's dad. But let me move the mic closer. Really, guys? Really? Terry Silver is Bert's dad? Come on. Come on. So when I give you guys theories, I try to give you them as objectively as possible. And what I mean by that is I back them on previous seasons. I back them on previous lore, like the Karate Kid films, rhythmic patterns, like parallels to the movies, character choices, what has been set up. Do I believe it? Does it feel organic? Does it feel like something that these characters would naturally do? And I feel like Shawn joining Cobra Kai is a natural progression for that character. If he doesn't, then hey, it is what it is. But if he does, brilliant. It's a bit like with as I said with Hawk and Robby. Robby going to the dark side, I believe it. It's organic. I buy it. Robby redeeming, I still buy it. I still believe it because both of those journeys have been set up. His time in Miyagi-Do set him up on the redemption, but his time away from the family and all of his loved ones and people betraying him, he feels, set him up for the dark side. A bit like Hawk. Hawk being set up through the past 3 seasons. Every time the camera pans to him, you see Eli. So you think, is that Eli in there? Is that redemption I smell? But then you realize, you know, then you get scenes where he beats the crap out of Kyler's friend, and you think, oh no, he's going full dark side. So that's what this show does well. Either way, you buy it. But when I give you the theory, I try and back it up a little bit as objective as possible. Because if I were just throwing theories out there that hold no weight, you know, it kind of feels a bit disingenuous to me. Like, it's fun to theorize, but I don't know. I saw that one in the live stream, and I just wanted to say that, you know, guys, I mean, come on. Terry Silver is Bert's father. Oh, my God. If he is, then I'll eat my words, but it's just, I don't know. To me, the whole thing was strange. But anyway, on the topic of this video, Shawn is a great character. He's awesome. And also, big announcement, I've just bought the Cobra Kai game, of which I will now be doing gaming streams every week also. So Chosen Live will happen every Sunday, and possibly tonight when I upload this video, or Friday, I will be doing gaming streams. Depending on how I feel tonight, I might start them tonight. And if I start them tonight, then it will be every Thursday. This time, we'll just play through the Cobra Kai game, and you guys can talk to me in stream. You can watch me play it. And, you know, you can see me with the webcam or whatever. So it's a bit more personable, and we can just sort of have fun and chill out. And we can play a variety of games. When I beat Cobra Kai eventually, we could, you know, I could play Dragon Ball Fighters. I can play FIFA, Battlefront. Whatever you guys have to shout me, you know? As much as I love my Cobra Kai videos, you know, Marvel, Star Wars, DC, whatever's your thing. But anyway, comment down below, let me know, and I will see you on another video soon. Comment down below what you think Shawn will bring to Cobra Kai, and what part of the season do you think he'll join? Will it be early, or will it be halfway through, or be towards maybe the second half of the season? Who knows? But comment down below, let me know, and I will see you all in another video soon. Your karate's a joke.